Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a new day and this is a new me, and I am coming to you live this morning. I just so want to thank all of you this morning just for being here today, and I'm so grateful. Oh my God, the snow had us all off key, but that's okay. The snow is good. It comes to cleanse the earth and to replenish and renew and to bring forth the water that we need once it melts to replenish the water supply. So we're grateful for the snow, and today is the first day of my leaving out the house for a couple of days, and I'm just so grateful this morning just to be able to enjoy the beauty of creation and to enjoy all that God has created and all that He is doing today. So I'm excited for you today, as well as just being excited because this is a new day that we've never seen before, and we will encounter some things that we've never encountered before. So I am truly grateful just to be upon the land of the living this morning. Listen, all is well with me, and I'm feeling pretty good in my body, feeling pretty good in my mind. So I'm just grateful this morning, a little bit congested, but other than that, I'm doing wonderful. So I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for just allowing, just being here this morning, just having the opportunity to say good morning to my family. Good morning, Aretha. It's so good to see you this morning. I'm so excited because life is so full of wonderful things. And I want you to know today, if you don't know anything else, life is worth living. You have to be happy with who you are, and you have to be okay with where you are in your life. And if some things that are going on that you don't like, that you can make the change, make the change. It's up to you. It's your life. You can change it however you want to live it. That's up to you. If you want to make the change, make the change. If you don't and you're content with where you are, okay, well, be happy with the you that you are and be happy where you are, because listen, life is great. Life is wonderful. This thing that we have called life that God has given us, some of us take so many things for granted, even the little things. It's the small things that really snowball into the big things that we overlook every day. Tell someone that you love them. Tell somebody how much you mean to them. And look, no matter what you go through throughout the day, don't allow people to take you out of where you are. Don't allow people to play you out of your character. Don't allow people to cause you to do and say things that are not you. You know what you want to do. You know how to handle yourself. Listen, I read something this morning and it just tickled me, because there's only one person that's always with me all the time. When I get up in the morning, when I lay down at night, when I go to bed in the morning, when I get up at night, no matter where I go, there's always, actually there's two, but the quote that I read, I knew what it was saying. There's always one person. That's you. You're with yourself wherever you go. You can't get away from yourself. I don't care how much you try to run, how much you try to hide yourself. You are there wherever you go. So if it's a situation that you think people are not right and all this and they're acting funny, and you go into one situation and you find the same thing, and then you leave that spot, you go to another spot and you find the same thing in that spot. Wait a minute, it should ring some bells. Some bells should go off in your head. Hold up, the only common denominator in all three places is you. So maybe you're the problem. Maybe it's not other people. Maybe you need to check yourself this morning. Maybe you need to look at where you're going and where you're coming from. So listen, I just want to talk about your circumstances this morning, and I'm going to be brief this morning. I just want to talk about your circumstances. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. Where you start right where you are, regardless as to where you find yourself. That's where you start. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life. You can make the change whenever you get ready to make the change. So know that your circumstances, your present circumstances, does not predict, it does not predict, it does not tell you where you can go. It just tells you where you can start. So you have to make the smart choices, and you have to make the smart choices in your life today, so that no matter where you find yourself, you have to know and be confident in yourself that no matter what's going on around you, no matter who's around you, you have to know within yourself and go within and know that you're okay with the decisions decisions that you make in your life, and know that no matter what circumstance you find yourself in, you can make it through whatever storm you're in. You can weather the storm. You can get through the storm because God said he'll never leave you, nor will he forsake you. He's always there with you all the time. It's us that run away and we hide ourselves from God. Listen, it's okay for us to say, God, I want your favor, I want this and I want that. But can he count on you when the time comes for you to do what he desires that you do? Can he count on you to spend that time with him? Can he count on you to give that ultimate sacrifice of you to him, to spend that time worshiping and honoring and adoring him? And because here's the key. When you take pleasure in life and in taking care of yourself and looking out for yourself and making sure that you're treating people right, that your heart is right, that your mind is fixed, and that you have a good conscience, and that your karma is good, that's how we acknowledge and we worship and adore God. We worship and adore God. One, how we handle ourselves, how we take care of ourselves, because he give us of himself as we go throughout this daily life. A portion of him is in us. The word says we are created in his likeness and in his image. So if we're created in his likeness and in his image, that means that we are very much a part of him and he is a part of us. So therefore we have to be careful how we handle ourselves and how we handle others. Our hearts and our minds have to be right. So that's why your circumstance does not dictate or determine where you can go. It merely determines where you can start. Wherever you are, whatever your circumstance may be, whatever misfortune you may have suffered, the music of your life has not gone out. It's inside of you. And all you have to do is stop and pause and listen for the music. Don't let the circumstance drown out the music that's playing in your life. If you don't like the record that's playing, change the tune, change the channel, make it be what you want it to be. You have that ability to change your life to what you want it to be. Your choices and the decisions you make is what cause your life to be the way that it is. The things that you desire to do, you can do them. Only you're stopping yourself. No one else is. No one can stop you from reaching your goal except for you. No one can keep you from getting those things that you desire except for you. You just have to be willing to do what has to be done to reach your goal. That's very simple. I know it is, but we make it so complex. We want to make it so complex and we got to sound so important with it. We got to make it seem like it's so far-fetched, and you did so much when it's yet so simple. Just be who you want to be. Just make your mind up what you really want and go for it. That's the key. The first thing you got to do is make your mind up. Once you make your mind up, and you'll understand that the circumstance that you're in doesn't change where you're going, and it doesn't stop you from getting where you want to go. So today I want you to examine your circumstance and know that you can still make it. You can still get to that place that you're trying to get to. You can start that business that you want to start. You can go where you want to go. Take that dream vacation if that's what you want. Raise those children the best you know how. Listen, it's up to you, my friend. It's all up to you. Rebuild that life. Go after it. Whatever. I don't care what it is, how small or how great it is, because what may be small to you may be great to me, and what may be great to me may be small to you. Don't allow other people to minimize who you are because of your circumstance, okay? Because of your circumstance does not dictate that you cannot come out of where you are. It does not dictate that you don't have what's in you to reach that goal, because there is a champion in you and there is greatness in you. I will say it every day I get on this Facebook. There is greatness in you. There is a champion in you. Good morning, niece. It's good to know you're with me this morning. There is greatness in you. You have to know that there is greatness in you. You have to know that you can make whatever decision that you want to make and be okay with it. That's another thing that we do. We make decisions and then we second guess ourselves. If you're going to make a decision, stick with it and hang on in there. Go for it, do what you got to do, and let it be. Because in the end of the day, it is what it is, my friend. It may not turn out the way you want it to turn out. Oh well, reassess it and go forward and keep moving. Keep it going, because once you get the momentum going, the momentum gets to rolling, and you just got to keep going with it and ride the thing out. So just know that whatever you're dealing with today, your circumstances does not dictate to where you can go. It only tells you merely where to start. So wherever you find yourself in today, learn the lesson. I've learned this. Whatever situation you find yourself in, always seek to know the lesson that is in that situation for you to learn. Because whatever we go to in this life, there is always a teaching moment in the middle of the lesson, in the middle of the circumstance or the situation. So your job is to find out, what is the teaching moment? What am I supposed to learn from this? Your soul's journey is to learn and to teach. To learn and to teach. We go through circumstances, and it's not for ourselves. The things that we go so that we can teach them and show them how to get through. If you've gone through a thing and your sister is going through the same thing, don't judge her. Don't judge him. Just help them to get through where they are, because it was only yesterday when you was going through the thing yourself. Somebody helped you get through it. So that's your job, is to help them get through it. We're not here to judge one another. So let's just help each other get through it. Okay. So if you're in a circumstance or situation, it's not going to dictate where you can go. It's only going to tell you where you need to start from. So listen, have a wonderful day. This is a new day. And yes, this is the new me. And I am excited about this day, because I know that today will bring some great things to me today. And I'm appreciating the beauty of the things that God have created, even within myself, how he's created me. Nobody knows how my mind is supposed to work, because they didn't create my mind. Nobody knows the inner being of who I am, because you didn't create me. God created me. So that is, I am who I am by his grace, and not because of who you say I am. Listen, you are who you are because of God's grace. He's the one that created you. So why do we always look for other people to tell us what we're supposed to be doing, and that we need their validation? That's not who you should be seeking. Seek your source. Seek the one that is your source. God is my source. He is my ultimate source. He is my ultimate being, my source. He's the one that supplies my every need. And if I know that he is my source, and I'm connected to him and he's connected to me, and the word of God tells me that we are one in him. As long as I stay connected in him, then we are one. So listen, I want you to know today, you can accomplish anything that you set out to do. Anything that you set your heart to do today, you can accomplish that task. Just don't let your circumstances cause you to think that you cannot do it. Because today, my friend, is the best day beginning forward for the best day, the best rest of the days of your life. The best days are ahead of you. They're not behind you. We look back on our lives and see the fun that we had, but they weren't the best days, because if they were the best days, we'd have stopped right there. The best is yet to come in your life. So know that the best is yet to come for you, and all things are possible to him that believe. You only have to believe that no matter where you are, that you can make it to where you're going. Don't let the obstacles get in your way. Just see them as opportunities to learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn, that you can move forward with the wisdom and the knowledge that you're supposed to gain from the circumstance. So I love you today. This is a new day, and this is a new me, and I am excited about this day in my life, because I know that great things are in store for me today, and I am looking for them. I'm searching them out. There are people that are supposed to come into my life today to pour into the blessings, and there are those that I have to reach today. So I'm looking to reach those that I'm supposed to reach, and I'm looking for those that are supposed to pour into me. So you have a wonderful day today, and be blessed. I love you. Bye-bye.